finally win number 1-0 win against Samartex at the Barbara Sports Stadium. And we are going to talk about it. But like we always engage more, our Jumedi and why and I will vote as your man of the match. Why I will vote as your man of the match. Kotoko, starting 11, Frederick Asare, Emmanuel Korte, Nicholas Osebonsu, Henry Ansu, Yusuf Nuruddin, Enoch Morrison, Intimenu Andrews, na wenya Eric Sese Babaya Peter Minu Akakwalu Atara. Sheriff Mohammed be free bench aba Shadaka do be free bench aba. But why and I will vote as your man of the match. Enoch Morrison a winning man of the match from the FA's point. But I also Sherman why and I will your man of the match. This evening we are going to talk about the things we observed in the game. Na yewia ye the player ratings na twaso. And on come any ever be the occupying stand with Selbet. But before that, obi oba baba sports stadium bia hun say na eyiye bi koso e restaurants. Na ye duru ho na no ye hun say eyiye ne koso no na ya adwene mu krese na kakra because na Thanksgiving service anomagy Heroes Park no ene restaurants hono enim hono aboso aseti table bonum ntine epesi ehu den eni tuamu because match near 3 I got to the stadium around 1 ntine enye dwumadi omo bewie se bia be no num na match near no nsia what got to aso esiakan. No, that was not it. We ye de ebra match ne koso no na Thanksgiving service no so be koso na no ne ewura mu no yenya ne ntie se omatua ticket for the restaurants. So to set the record straight, time I got call na celebration e koso ntie na omom hwe TV and on bar stadium say na nipa bebre white and black engine restaurants. They paid for the stands. And information I said they paid 10,000 cash and 20,000 check for the gates for the restaurants. Jeriano news people about say restaurants in free. Na no credit because no omato. Jomo toho pay 30,000 and on the year program no. Nti obi ana abefa ho ebebe yi na se ebeba stadium ho bia no na omode achew eno eye ba ko a wadua nkoso a metwe adua siso. But that is off the field. Nti o chena bi society discussions ne ba ka che oni asese obed say omutua 30,000 10,000 cash 20,000 check Kotoko kwakuyi the restaurants what there na eye funfram obi atimehwe bi. This and many more and ye ba be kan wasem this episode where we digest the things we observe and the player ratings. Here you will get to know more things that happened behind the scenes. Why Biancos? Meba sisia. Young call in seminum. Now the first thing I need a boss so is that this was a game Asante Kotoko players nefano a make or break for them as a group of players. Share time Kotoko team ni bedru here. The time Kotoko be warm up. Komodia na e koso among the players behind the scenes. A bra match ne start you know. Now to say me share Kotoko in Swatreman, Kotoko Accra Lions, Kotoko Nation. But then near Danny and Nibreno in this game, there was so change all this the other matches as Asante Kotoko. How other players need fight, you know. Now it appears to say a decider for them. The energy level and the commitment level of the Kotoko players now is different. The kind of discipline, any dedication I'm who on the match never saw. from the goalkeeper, Freddy Kasari, another captain, being closer to the pitch. You could hear some of the things other players make up. And I can tell you, sir, this was a match committed as Asante Kotoko players. And it will be difficult for me to question the commitment of any player. And I mean, who know afford so, especially on more bench in the kind of passion and on the support to team no obi praba nchen water break ba you use omani abrepa say ni brain a soldier and then carbon se Kotoko players na ni a soldier. It's something I cannot take it away from them because enya me na me bebo mechi but the net year even ka resource ne kra anye victory my reaction would have been different because the kind of seriousness I'm who you know and when I'm who say some of the players Kotoko any omo bebo while they were playing for other clubs I normally bebo no sana me who here and let's give them credit for that excellent job in terms of how they wanted to die and win these points. This was 3 points and net domakuma so no many abrea. I saw players doing things on the field today. And I know many see on the field today. Two, I realized that the confidence level of Samartex, they were too confident. They underestimated Kotoko also. Proud to the game, Mimi when said if you can see Asante Kotoko alcohol players no akoshebo so bedi nkonim. Na say no ye kokobo e de ma Samartex. But ball na me hwe no. Me hu say so wo check mrantie na wo Samartex kwa na mo fa so bo na. James Sewenu, Isaac Afo, Kofi Bamo, Ben Finfion, Dauda Yusuf, Richard Dakon, Baba Midu, Keyeke, na wenya Ivan Sosewusu, Emmanuel Mama. Ase obi no obedi agro ohu ne se owo soro chen. Obi no obedi agro ohu ne se no ni mbo chen. Na one set down for body media mawo. And that was a mistake as Samartex here because I've watched them play against Kotoko Summer Boy. I've watched them in other matches. I won't say they were relaxed because they were not relaxed, but they felt it was going to be an easy one for them. Because Sanyana Kotoko one day ni bono of the field incident, of the ball incident, trying to frustrate Samartex. Mostly teams now besha Kotoko yes, they frustrate Kotoko, they provoke their players. But I saw Kotoko rather doing that to Samartex. And Mimi said they were comfortable. And so Mama said, "You been in bottom or pass it, their recovery was a suspect." But it all comes back to credit to Asante Kotoko. Chances be a Samartex players no, they were too confident and they paid for it per year. My third observation is simple, sir. I realized that Keye continues to lead the show. And the game one. Boy. How I was still lead the show against Adriana. How I was still lead the show against Haas. How Kotoko boy was still lead the show with that excellent free kick. Against Midiama, I was still lead the show, no. And that game, no, when Timian make headlines, no. When Timian boss midfield, no. Keye this season for Samartex comes back, takes the ball, he bully defenders, bully midfielders, and drive his way through the midfield and break defensive lines with his passes, sometimes shot from distance. But then, who saw shot, no, who drive, no. I'll come back and talk about the Kotoko right in stopping him because they stopped him to the extent that around the 77th minute to the 80th minute, coaching decides to be free. Was clearly now on Timmy ain't shown a dominance at midfield. So between the midfield three of Samartex, I said Dauda Yusuf had a much better game. Keyeke with his long passes in the ones that create opportunity for midfielders for the forwards on one kasa a bully players are creating a man and I think that Keyeke lost it today in the battle versus Morrison. No, Morrison was victorious, and Keyeke returned to Baba Yara Sports Stadium. No, I think San Cote d'Ivoire na open no how I know person called Babaka ebi or this Samartex Babedin Kunim as the captain, as the leader, commanding affairs, moving the team forward, dictating the role in the midfield. Jet down a home, you are Bobby Suria, no Piako anymore. In bare 80 minutes with you afford I said, collectively showing what he can do and what he has been doing this season. Will probably be around 10 minutes. Not the best of game for a year. This comes back to Abantefen Enoch Morrison and Mecca say, or Sele when you are coach Ogum Demano as a deep line playmaker. On say Kotoko this season after Sharif Mohammed Prino, they've been having issues with Nipa Omuti say original defenders name Waki Jamana Bobby, Andrew Sintimeno Bobby, Michael Che Jamana, the list goes on and on. But and then we saw Morrison just in front of the defense. Now these were the advantages. Morrison ba ebejia because oye a good passer of the ball. Morrison is naturally a number 10. Excellent with the ball, spot on when it comes to his vision, and how or spread the passes. Intina Kotoko center backs hit throughout the season. They've struggled when Coach Ogum Kasomon driving or passing. And even what today's game, Ansu was doing that excellent in a grand style during preseason. But league Nankasa starting Ansu yes hard jumper. But with Morrison in front of them, omo passing man or Jia. To me, Dan Hokasa Unkoha, Nkonifa. So the number of passes are now got defenders, Nikas or more call long or Meboas and then well because Morrison was the first to the ball and open up a spread it. That was one oil. Two, he was so committed and I saw a different part of Morrison in terms of how he tackles. He realized that Okasa Oja Samartex midfield. So Monjembra na ono koso obebre. So what he was doing is that the moment Kotoko lose possession, no apɛ baako gyina ne nkyɛn. Nti ogyina wɔn nkyɛn most of the time was Keyeke. By the time a ball ne uba, no uba wrestle for the ball. Because when you allow a midfielder to have control over the ball, no the brel or the bow swap, it is so betchon. But so one ne pre ball no one, you in the defensive part, you have a chance of ball and that was what he was doing. Again, he tried as much as possible to frustrate him and push him away from advanced areas. Say all bang zone 14 on our or tata na man kwetire kojeba. And obeti abano, that is where intimate no protect Morrison. So today, Jumana coach Ogum the man we and I'm not surprised say he was the man of the match. He played very, very well. And at na coach ni chire no our training grounds biano. Abrantia ne bon one say oti asem ne yi oti ade na se yi. No bag prama no so be ne kama eje on fans. Edema coach Ogum. Zese is a blessing and sometimes we play too risky. And then in a game at the final third for Kotoko, na Ejumani Jirana so. Ogum wanted him to play in the advanced part of Team FN Samartex. And Oye Ejumano, in the absence of Lamton, the J pass he exchanged the passes. So caught righter with Peter Midu, so the righter lefter with Yaya, and no move team forward. Just that sometimes, Bedru baby no ayo dum fukunfu. They saw pass it. Now wajina so acha kakra. One way John what to form while the boy is ongoing. Ana hard kakra. But analyzing from a bigger pointer. Media dancer say he was more of a blessing. He has his risky side there, but it was more of a blessing to Asante Kotoko. This season, I think the best gamer on also above for Kotoko, that is Eric Zeze and Yembo Nabaso. I can't end this show without talking about Andrew Sintimeno. I'll repeat it. Me sure say no chrono the best game about Baba as a number 8. Just recently I was watching Kotkone Wafa. That was Sugakope. That time na Kotoko Medford Gamma. I think that game Kotoko na Kwame Pokumu Bobi. And the Kotoko defeated Wafa or ended in a draw, something like that. Na me share part of it. Na ntimenu no atwa ne ti waye ne ti kakra. Oni che jamana ejire mfimfin o se se na tele sa match ne tele kusu bo edit Asante Kotoko na konedu ya don bobi edit for Wafa. Yeah, I watched him. Abrantie no mo share ni nkran nko so an share ni nkran. And after watching that game I decided not to talk about it. Because as I was watching part of it, me copy so part of it or Facebook. I decided not to talk about him. I think the guy has a lot of potential than what he's doing. You played very, very well. Media Hano, Minimobia, Kuya Mebo Abbas, you played very, very well and me pay everything that you were doing on the field. Seniana Utitia 19 Kakra. The dark act of the game is the dirty side of the game. And Obio ye in ye biani bonabaso. What someone like Fernandino for Manchester City is called tactical fouls. No more you lose balance, but on the yellow that you did it very, very well. And I repeat, this was basically your best game for Asante Kotoko. I think Coach Ugum rescue everything. I even asked him during postman, I said, Coach, risk Ben Pana take it because can Morrison be ball 6 no. And I'm fan ke some fufro. Can far we are some far ke some fufro. Timenu and Zese Yaya. The decision to play without play Kuala. So I'm telling you, say enka amfa enka ebeya asem bebre pa anka ebeya asem anka eha adwen a enka nkenye nigisem by one word the other fine. And we'll give you credit for that excellent job out here. The 7th organization was, I think Kotoko had a more united face, and then the Kotoko players and the team and Kasano, they were very, very united. And Yembo Mabaso. Now let's go to the ratings. Now Yenyani Kama Mamo. Frederick Kasari gets a 6. He kept a clean sheet after a year, the Blasters. And after I think after the Blasters, this is his first game. Now we prack a crowd to me now. Maybe see a kind of something. No, I make say, but team no goalkeeping changes, better. We need to keep so many things under the carpet because of this win. He had a 6. Yeah, I just said no. I'm calling Asari so much into the game, but that is something you also have to give credit to goalkeeper. But shiny defense here. Na be a quick. So you might not call target a 6.5, and a cross may lead you to a penalty. No? That alone at a 0.5 count. Moving forward, call the final third of a year, the final area of Samartex here cross for Peter Amiwakwa foul penalty. He gets a 6.5. Nicholas Osebo to get a 6. Decent game, his movement together with Yaya later with Peter. Not so much end product in your but Naim said he was not entirely fit and no they were born, so he gets a 6. For the center backs for me, they kept a clean sheet, but there were times they were exposed. One chance to Ivan Sosewu, so he missed that chance. International previously said team and friend of Samartex, they underestimated Kotoko and they were wasteful. So defenders mean almost 6. And the question Enoch Morrison gets an 8 in my books. Excellent game. Excellent game. I even asked Coach Nuruddin, say, not a surprise with how Morrison Kotoko born as a number 6 or say there be with the qualities of Morrison to me just that then one with how I not or try so provoke keke. And honestly, the tackles no, and who kakra na so ye ho adwuma. First half okoto ba ko mo bo no su ye bia. What corner no line asa o park no so a first line no so sa. But in all the positional awareness of Morrison there was so he gets an 8. Intiman gets a 7. 7 I think the matches are my rating Intiman and ne any nations match na Kotoko 2-2 no when 7-7. It gets a 7. Me pe bibi or park no so me Castro say me pe de no. Na me pe de wo ye no pa. Why the Zeze gets a 7.5. You only need to work on when to lie down on the field. First half no. Bob your diwure mu a ko ja na oto no. Enye home a ref bi na obe consider. Ti away games no. So sua se ne obe gina na so wache. Na unjeja home to form bebre we ja ho to form. Psychologically your players are waiting say ref beje foul on J. Opponent ne je ball or attack whilst you have a man down. Nti away the attack or yes I no put him make home. He has the advantage. Nti hono so no. We should talk to him on that. Yaya gets a 7. Oti adwuma na coach ni man ye ni ye. Second half coach ni piano ko gina film for bro use as a film no ye ni nyina. The take-ons, the threat keeping Samartex fullbacks from joining the attack Ni nyina ye Peter Minuaka gets a 6.5. Kalu Atara, a quiet day for Kalu. The starting game now no chiba kukobo po but he also gets a 6.5. The energy, so prayer pa. Footwork maybe a ho adwuma da so ho. His hold up play, his link up, much better than other games. But all in all, no, it gets a 6.5 or so. That is how we rate the players here on a porcupine stand. Frederick Asare 6, Cortez 6.5. Chief Nuruddin Henriansu, Nicholas Osebo 6. Morrison 8, Intimenu 7, Jeza 7.5, Babaya 7, Peter Binuaka 6.5, Kalu Watara 6.5. That is how we rate the players. Coach Ogum gets a 7.5. Maka say Obon Humodi Amebo Abaso. Ogum ene wahyehyɛ nneɛma edi nkunimdi aba. The team played well. Despite the win, you can say the team played well. Kotoko 1-0 omo share Gold Stars botchen Kotoko. Bene ehu ni sura na ewe chitafo no bebre na e better stop we no. O find ways of stopping them. You still have some rough edges to sharpen because Kotoko had close to 3 serious free kicks. The movie anywhere it's me leading to the papa be on bar na kosi goalkeeper no so. So eno ye nneoma a ho be hia say team no be working on it. Kotoko ha o mfa so say Accra Lions so Accra e share biana no na a set piece, free kicks, corner, no mo bomber emfa so ba say see no asesa kakranti. These are all things that you need to work on it. But pressure bar also, your return to post-match, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But all factors considered, no, this was a good game from Asante Kotoko and Yebo Mabaso for getting the win. Now, me, I don't watch Nadia came never to us. If you disagree with me, feel free to drop your comment. Now, Yambuan Shepun Yamamen Kuyi. My name is Obere Champ on this Porcupine Stand. Have a good evening.